This is the Archimedes Model F, aka the Junior. It was built by this guy,
Reinhold Pötig,
in around 1925. Gold star for any non-German speaker who could pronounce his name. The Model F was the smallest four-function calculator on the market, at least for a few years. Competition was rather fierce, and besides its small size, the Junior was a little bit light on features. It was only 8 by 6 inches, or for you metric types, 20 by 15 centimeters. Here it is next to the Brunsviga 10, which came out 7 years later. Here it is next to a 5-year-old that came out 92 years later. Archimedes released a full keyboard version of the Model F in around 1926 or 1928, which was nowhere near as adorable. Here's Pötig with some of his workforce. Their stern faces were due to their 14-hour, 6-day-a-week work schedule. If serial numbers are an indication, there were around 2,000 Juniors made. So here's my Junior. Like all step drum machines, it only turns one way. So if you need to subtract, there's a lever for that. You have to tilt the carriage to clear out the counter and accumulator registers. So here's 25 times 25. With a carriage shift. If I want to subtract 25, I'll shift the carriage, move the subtraction lever to subtract and divide, and then I'll spin it once. Now you'll see that since I didn't move the other lever, it's still incremented. If I want it to decrement, I need to shift that lever, and now it will decrement. Although now the 25 and the counter register and the input register are not multiplication, it's addition only. All the inputs can be cleared with this lever. Sadly, there's no bell, so you got to pay extra attention during division. That silver metal tab up there serves an important job, actually. It's a thumb screw, and during transport you could unscrew it from that location and put it down below in this location, and then you've locked down the carriage to prevent damage. Doing division on the Model F took me a few tries to get it right. It looks like you'd want to put the input numbers on the 6 spot, but no, it's on the 5 spot, even though it's coming up on the 6 spot in the accumulator and the counter. If you overshoot the mark on your division and you have to re-add the number, you have to be sure to flip that other tab to decrement when you subtract the over addition, otherwise you'll mess it all up. No bell. I'm bracing it with my left hand there, although that's not quite necessary. I have it up on a little bit of a tilt for the camera, and without my hand there it was a bit wobbly. It was stable enough and didn't scoot around on the table. The carriage comes off easily enough. It just takes a couple of screws. Archimedes made the bottom extremely visible. There's a piece of plastic that just comes right out, so you can see the inner workings. The step drums overlap, an Archimedes innovation that allowed the registers to be really close together. Although I don't know why that they're differing heights. You can see that 1 and 2 there on the right are not actually rotated in the neutral position compared to the others. I don't know why that is either. So all in all, it's a typical step drum machine, only miniature. There's no wonder why the customers of the day were hankering for something smaller. This was the smallest option of the day, and it still wasn't super miniature. Try adding the equivalent of a gallon of milk to your briefcase and lug that around all day. Thanks for watching.